You're listening to
The Marne Report.
Well, hey, Fort Stewart-Hunter Army Airfield, it's Molly again with this week's edition of the Marne Report podcast. Today, I am back at it with my friends from the Directorate of Emergency Services, Chief Bryant and Major Burkhart.
Hi, Molly.
Hey,
Molly, thank you.
Hey, thanks for being back on the show with me, my favorite repeat offenders right here.
Good to see you again. Be here with you.
All right, so we've got some updates to ID cards that we want to give everybody the lowdown on, right? So this is all about access control, trying to get on the installation. And can you guys give me an update about what's coming up really soon for the ID cards?
Yes, access control guards will confiscate DoD credentials that are 30 days or more past the expired date. The card holder will be provided a Fort Stewart confiscation ID receipt and receipt that can be used for 72 hours until a new identification card is issued by the ID section.
All right.
And it also requires minors over 10 years old of age to have a DoD dependent ID card.
Wow. Okay. So why are these really changes, or is this kind of like returning back to how things were before COVID-19, right?
Yeah, this is really nothing new. We're going to be starting this effective 20 June. That's when we're going to start enforcing this. So we encourage everybody to get their minors their ID cards and check your expiration dates on your ID cards.
Sure. So let's go over those dates one more time. You said, so the confiscation starts 20 June, right? When does the ID card for the minors start?
Yeah, that's going to start the 1st of August.
Awesome. So parents or sponsors have a little bit of time to get those ID card appointments for, their dependents.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And can you explain to me, so when you confiscate, going back to the ID card confiscation, when you confiscate the ID card, you said you give somebody a little pass, right? What do they do with that?
Yeah, that's an ID confiscation form. They can use that whenever they go to the ID card section, and that's going to be used in lieu of their DoD ID card.
Sure.
And with that 72-hour expiration, if they let it expire without getting a new DoD ID card, all they have to do is go to the visitor center and get a pass.
Cool. And then you got to go to the ID card section and say, explain yourself away, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, just really important to remind people that this is not new news. This is old news that's returning, right? Mm-hmm. And just those dates are really important, right? If you know that you've got an ID card that is over 30 days expired right now, you've got a couple weeks left to go over to the ID card section and get yourself a new pass. If not, you're going to get, the ticket at the gate.
Yes.
Yeah, and nobody wants their ID card confiscated.
No kidding. So what will you guys do if a family comes up to the gate after August 1st and their 10-year-old or older does not have an ID card? What do you do then?
Well, making a new norm expired by 30 days is the grace period. By regulation, we can confiscate the ID card on the day of the expiration date on the card. This will be the new norm and grace period of 30 days past expiration. Currently, I think we are confiscating after 60 or 90 days after expiration date. Notifying the DoD and sponsors and patrons now regarding the 10-year-old and older needing an ID card is the grace period up to the 1st of August.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So we are in the grace period for the 10-year-olds, right?
That's correct.
Cool. Okay. So are there any other updates that you would like to give us, or any more information that you would like to give us about the gates? I hear we might be losing Gate 2 soon on Fort Stewart. Is that true?
Yes. Fort Stewart will soon see an influx in employments across the 3rd Infantry Division that will result in reduced access to the installation. Due to the low usage and lack of Department of the Army security guards, the decision has been made to close the Mendonca Gate number 2 until further notice, beginning June 16. Motorists are encouraged to seek alternate entry. All other Fort Stewart access control points will remain open.
Sure. Okay. All right. So understandable. We're going to have a lower amount of individuals on the installation. So we're going to lose that smaller gate, right, that maybe not a lot of people use anyways.
Right.
So that might make people sad. I know that makes me sad. That's the gate that I love to use. But the good thing is that not even a quarter of a mile down the road, we've got the main gate.
Yes, and you got Brick Gate as well, which is
Yeah.
Gate 3. So, and that's open from 0500 to 2100 hours.
Yeah. So still some very convenient gates to use aside from, that small little gate.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so maybe a minor inconvenience, but still, I mean, there's so many other ways to get on the
Right,
installation.
right,
So, yeah,
right.
and we thank you guys for keeping those gates open. All right. So, are there any other updates that you guys would like to give? I know we've got this trusted traveler suspension is still in effect, right?
Yes.
And that ends on
The 14th of June.
All right. So, coming up pretty soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. How's that going for you guys? Good?
It's going pretty good. We're just taking one day at a time.
Yep.
And we just ask the community to just be patient as we get through this.
Sure. Well, don't forget, everybody, if you do need to renew those ID cards, or if you need to be getting your dependents an ID card so they can make it through the gate for that August 1st deadline, make sure to go online and make those appointments right now. You can actually just go on through Deers and make those appointments for the ID card section. Also, do not forget that there are a couple days a week that they are open for walk-ins as well, but those lines do stack up. So if you don't want to wait in theme park sized line to get your ID card, go ahead and make your appointment now so you can get in there before the August 1st deadline or before your ID card expires. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark,
It's
for
just
having us.
always such a pleasure to have you guys. And it's important. Everybody's got to know how to get on the installation.
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, that would be it for this week's edition of the Marne Report podcast. This is Molly signing off.
If you have an idea on how to make Fort Stewart-Hunter Army Airfield better, the Marne Innovation Team wants to hear it. Dedicated to identifying capability gaps within the 3rd Infantry Division, the Marne Innovation Team has partnered with engineers from Georgia Tech to help solve today's problems with today's technology. Soldiers, Department of Defense civilians, and family members are invited to take their ideas to Marne Innovation Center's Makerspace to plan and develop a prototype with the team. No idea is too small. Help improve daily life on the installation. Submit your idea today.